Hey, you got barbecue and bottles here. Today, we're gonna be doing chicken wings over coals on the Weber 22. So for this recipe, what we're gonna be doing is trying to make chicken wings that are really crispy, just like they've come out of a deep fryer. But trying to do that just using your grill at home. I also want to mention before we get into this that we're doing this video as part of a challenge with the Fire Escape Griller. I'll give a link to his YouTube channel below, but why don't you go over to his channel, check it out, and then leave a link in the comments below which chicken wing video you like better, ours or his. It's just a friendly competition, but something fun we're doing as a collab here on YouTube. Also, you should just check out his channel generally. This guy, he grills on a Weber Q in Manhattan, and he does all of his cooking on a small little grill, literally on his fire escape next to his apartment in downtown Manhattan. Absolutely awesome idea, really creative guy, and go check him out. Again, links in the comments below. So for this recipe, what we're gonna do is we're gonna use a dry rub. So we don't wanna use a wet rub, again, because we're trying to get that crispy outcome here on the wings. And of course you can try and make your own, but we're just using one of the rubs that we found online. And this is a wing dust we got from our friend over at Kosmos. We'll put a link to that below as well, but it's this garlic parmesan dry rub that sounds absolutely incredible. You can smell it here. Oh, this smells absolutely amazing. There's no sugar in it, which is great for those who are trying to manage the use of sugar on the barbecue. And so what we're gonna wanna do, we're starting with 18 wings here, and we're not actually cutting off the wing tip. You know, we like to leave that on. We're also not gonna be cutting off any of this the flap between the actual wing and the drummy. So we'll leave that on. And we're just gonna load up our chicken wings with our dry rub. So apply this generously. Perfect. Now we're just gonna mix it up. Make sure we get a nice coating of this rub all over the wings. Perfect. Now that we got the wings all coated up, we're gonna head over to the Weber and fire up the coals. So we're down at the Weber, we got the charcoal chimney ready, and we're gonna pour in some lump charcoal. So don't use briquettes, make sure you're using lump charcoal. Here we're using royal oak. These guys generally have some really large charcoal chunks. Fill up our chimney. Now we'll light the newspaper underneath and get this fire started. So we've had the charcoal heating up here for about 10 minutes. We can see we've got the red ambers almost all the way up to the top of the charcoal chimney. So now let's empty this out. Now for this, you want to empty the coals out into the middle of the kettle, and that's because we're going to be putting the chicken wings out around the outside on the grate. So I'm going to pile these up here. I'm going to put the grate down. We'll let this heat up, and then we'll be back with the chicken wings. So we let the grill warm up for 5 minutes. Now we're going to toss the chicken wings on. Now the way we want to put the chicken wings on the grill, you want to keep the wing tips away from the middle, and that's just to avoid them burning. So we're going to put them all on the same side down, wing tips pointing out. All right. Now that we got our wings all around the outside, again, you want to keep it away from your fire in the middle. We're just going to close the lid and check on these periodically. We're going to want to flip them once during this cook, but generally you don't have to touch them all that much. So now we got this on, close the lid, we'll check back in 15. All right, we've had these on for 10 minutes and we're already starting to see some golden brown on the wing tips here. So we're gonna flip them over. Again, keep the wing tips on the outside. You don't want those to burn. If they're too close to the heat source, they're gonna burn super quickly. Oh, you can see these are starting to crisp up nicely. Get a bit of that golden brown color to them. Perfect. Now that we got these organized around the outside, we're gonna put the lid back on and check in another 10 minutes. So we've had these on for another 15 minutes, so for about a half an hour in total. So let's check them out. Just look at this. Getting absolutely beautiful chicken wings. Great golden brown on the outside. So what we're gonna wanna do is just flip them all over, see whether any got a little bit more flame kissed than others. See, ones on this side didn't quite get the same amount of heat, so we're gonna drop those in the middle, just to make sure that we get a little bit of that flame kiss on them before we take these off. Perfect. And these guys over here. All right, so we'll close our lid up here for about 90 minutes, or sorry, rather 90 seconds, maybe 2 full minutes. Just make sure these get a good sear on the bottom of them before we take them off the grill. All right, so we've given all of these a nice crust with a bit of heat for the ones that didn't get the full heat over the course of the cook. Just look at these. They smell absolutely incredible. That garlic parm dry rub that we're using from Kosmos smells absolutely incredible. I can't wait to dig into these guys. Perfect. Now let's go take these into the house, let them cool down a little bit. So as opposed to going inside, we're gonna eat outside, crack a few beers to go with these chicken wings. But before we do, we've just cut up some chives just from our garden. Give it a bit of color, some freshness. Just sprinkle those on top. There we go. So folks, hope you enjoyed this video. This is how you do grilled chicken wings on the Weber Kettle. We are about to dig in and just try these. I wish you could smell it. But before we go, if you like this video, smash that subscribe button, give us a like below. Let us know in the comments whether you prefer wet wings or dry wings, or what beer or drink you like drinking these or eating these with. And also, don't forget to go over to our buddy Fire Escape Griller's YouTube channel. The link's in the comments below. Check out his wing video and let us know which one you like better. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.